What is going on, team? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to share with you some lessons from a podcast by Andrew Huberman. The podcast was about willpower and tenacity. When you are trying to lose weight, one of the things that you need is to have a little bit of willpower, because you've got to cut out things that you were consuming previously when you were gaining weight, like snacks. You have to sometimes go to the gym when you don't want to. You sometimes have to go for that walk when it's raining or when it's cold, when you don't want to, in order to burn those calories. That means that you have to have a little bit more willpower to be able to do that. My name is Niam, and over the last few years I've lost 50 kilos, and that was my mission, to help as many people as possible lose weight, get fit, get healthy, and become their best selves. So the other day I was scrolling on social media, and half of my brain was like, get off it, you shouldn't be doing this, you need to be working. Half of my brain was like, I just want to stay on it. And then the other day after that, I was having some snacks. Again, half of my brain was like, you need to stop having the snacks, you really don't need this right now. Half of my brain was like, yeah, let's just keep having it. And it's like this angel in my voice and this devil in my voice. Previously as a kid, I think the angel wasn't even there. I just used to have the devil saying eat this, which is why I probably got so fat. Slowly over time, I've built the ability for that angel to get a bit louder and louder. What I call that angel is willpower. The ability to listen to that conscious voice in my brain that is telling me to do the hard thing. Because if I can do that consistently, and I can do that over and over again, it probably means that I'm more likely to reach the outcome that I want. I'm still working on it. I have a way stronger power over my mind than I did before. So I started looking into this, and then Andrew Huberman had a whole podcast on this, and actually some more conversations about it with some other experts in the field. Some of the things that he's spoken about is this idea that there's a specific part in our brain called the AMCC, which controls our ability to exercise willpower. And I'm defining willpower as the ability to do the things that we don't want to do at any given moment of time. In the video, he talks about how there's a few tools that you can use to increase your willpower. Then that willpower can then be used in any area of your life, whether that's relationships, whether that's your professional life, whether that's in your health and fitness journey. Having a strong sense of willpower, having tenacity, being able to do the things that you don't want to, is a skill that you can develop by practicing it and progressively overloading it, which can then spread to so many areas of your life. Being aware of this fact means that we can inbuild these little habits into our life, so that we are building up this willpower, this resource, which will then spread to our relationships, which means we're more likely to have that difficult conversation, or our physical fitness, and we're more likely to go for that run and get fitter, and in our job when we have to do that hard piece of work that we don't really know how to do. Having willpower, having tenacity is just going to make us go that one step further. And that's going to allow us to achieve more and add more value to ourselves and those around us. And I'm going to outline you the tools that he mentioned in the video, so that you can go and then implement it in your life. Number one is extra aerobic activity or extra strength training. It's really got to be aerobic activity that you don't want to do. There's got to be some sort of resistance between you not doing it and doing it. So, for example, if you really like running, you're in the habit of running, it doesn't feel like a chore to go running, and that's not going to increase the AMCC. But if there's a part of you that is saying, oh no, I don't want to go for the run, and there's this little bit of resistance, and then you do go for the run, that's going to allow you to increase the AMCC brain volume, and that's going to allow you to increase your willpower. Just to reiterate that point, you've got to do a physical activity, whether that's aerobic training or strength training, that you don't really want to do, and then you go and do it. Number two is some psychological activity that is hard and you're finding difficult, and there's some resistance between you not doing it and doing it. So that could be learning a new language or learning a musical instrument. If you're really good at Spanish and then you go and practice Spanish, that's not going to increase your AMCC. But if you're terrible at Spanish and you're like, oh, I'm going to start taking Spanish lessons, I'm going to go through the discomfort, I'm going to learn Spanish and get better at it, I'm going to do these hard things, that is going to increase your willpower. Number three, which I think is the most interesting, is this idea of micro sucks. The idea behind micro sucks is going that one step further when you don't want to. So say if you've programmed a strength training thing and you've said you're going to do 3 sets, if you go and then do the 4th set, that again is increasing the volume of AMCC in your brain. That's going to allow you to increase the willpower. Or if you go for a run, and I actually did this today, I went and did 20 press ups after the run. It's something extra on top of the run that I already do in the morning. If it's a piece of scripting, it's okay, you've set a target for 10 scripts for your YouTube videos, maybe go and do the 11. If it's doing cold calls, maybe you said do 100 cold calls, then you go and do 101 or 102, and you go that one step further. Having these micro sucks there, again, is increasing the amount of willpower that you need in order to do those, and then that can then spread through to the rest of your life. So always go one step further if you can. I hope that helps, and I hope you got some takeaways from that video. Leave some ideas that you have about willpower and things that you're going to implement in your life about increasing willpower in the comments below. If you got value from that, check out some of my other videos. I'm solving 100 fat loss problems in 100 days. Until tomorrow, peace and go get it.